Okay, so how many of you feel like marketing your business is the best way to do it? Is the best way to get it out there? That marketing your business is important. How many of you feel like that? Raise your hand. In general, marketing your business is important. Yeah. How many of you feel like word of mouth really matters? How many of you know how many business owners actually have a word of mouth plan? 5%. What do you think is the number one way to start building a word of mouth plan and start getting referrals? It is being a number 2 for other people. So I'm going to explain to you what a number 2 is. Some of you have been around for a while and you have heard this phrase before. So this is a really good phrase from my good friend, Steve Rich. Raise your hand if you know. He's super awesome. Okay. So being a number 2 looks like this. When you take the time for no other gain or no other reason than to make somebody else shine, you are being a number 2. If you will take a few minutes every day to shout out somebody else, especially on social media, this is going to come back to you so powerfully. Okay. Now, being a number 2 works multiple ways, right? Being a number 2 means if you're putting things out there not nice, what's coming back to you? Not nice, right? If you're putting things out there, shouting people out, they're great, what's coming back to you? So think for just a minute, what do I want to be putting out there, right? If somebody walks away, what do I want them to leave thinking? Okay, so do I want every day to say something great about someone? If you guys stop for just a minute and look around this room and think, okay, if I were going to be a number 2, and we do it a little bit for 15 seconds in this group, how much do we do it every time we leave this group? Right? How many of you think it would be so great if you had someone to go before you into a meeting and talk about how awesome you are? So that by the time everybody comes into that meeting, they already have good feelings about you. That's what each of us has the opportunity to do for other people, right? We have the opportunity to say, do you know how few people in the country are NUCA chiropractors and actually focus on the C1, and how much time and effort Dr. Grover has put into understanding it and how it really takes care of your body, right? How long does it take to say, you know what the beautiful thing about Doug Jessup is? He wants to make sure that your children know about your mother, who they never met, through your stories, right? By being a number 2, here's the most important thing. How many of you have ever answered somebody's ISO? Anybody? Okay. How many of you have ever answered somebody's ISO and said, go with Dorothy, she's great? Does that really tell me anything? Nope. One, I don't know that you've actually used Dorothy, or that you just network with her and she's in your group, so you refer her, right? But if you say, here's the thing, when you're talking about you don't feel well, you have to talk to Michelle, and here's why. Because you are going to have a lot of doctors telling you a lot of things, and you don't know why you don't feel good. The reason you want to talk to Michelle is because she is going to get in there, and she is going to stay with you until you realize why you don't feel good. So that when people are telling you you're healthy, you're going to find out where you're really not and how to get back there again. That's why you want to talk to Michelle. She is that great. I'm going to connect you with her now. Does that make sense? Hallelujah. Right? Do you have a little bit more faith in who I just referred? So think about how you can be a number 2. How can you go on social media every day and really talk about someone, even just one person a day? If you can schedule your time to just shout out one person a day, you just made all of those people a fan of you. Right? Keep doing that. Keep building. If you answer an ISO, have your reasons. Okay? Make sure it's someone that you know and give the real reasons. Does that make sense? Be a number 2 for other people. You will find that other people are going to be a number 2 for you. Okay? Okay.